This is a guide on how to motorize the B model of the Silver Champion. Yeah, it's called the Silver Truck. And somebody has requested I make instructions because I've done this just to make a video of it. So I'll be showing you first how to motorize it. So first things first, you have to build it. You have to build the truck first. And after all that, so first of all, 2 of these, pin, let's see here, and then this one right here, I'll show you where that goes in just a sec. And I'll take another 3 pin, six axle with half bushing to a worm gear and another half bushing. Should look a little something like that, and then take a 24 tooth gear, 4 axle in the gear, and then the middle hole should fit in just like that, and then another. And then should have a pretty good worm gear. Take 2 pins. You get one of the old style universal joints. And it should look like this. And then that motor goes on there. So it should look a lot just like this. And that right there will be the steering mechanism. And then how to attach it, you'll need another U-joint. I'm not sure what size axle it is, but I can show you here. So this is the instructions. It's the last page. It's page 139. If you can see it, there's an axle that goes right there. You can just, it's not the tip one, it's the one right in front of it. It's right there. And so what you'll do is you'll take this, not the motor side, but the far side. What you'll have to do is you'll just have to mount it pretty much like that. So you should be able to do that, and then after that, let's see here. Eventually you'll put a universal joint right here for the actual steering wheel, and then on the other side there's the same thing. It's another 4, and so what you'll do is take this universal joint and you'll just push that right on there, and then after you build the cab, what you'll do is you'll just connect them together. Make sure you mounted the motor right, so that way it's steady and it doesn't wobble too much. And that's how you connect the motor, the steering. I have one correction. I told you so the motor would go on this side. I was wrong. The motor, well, yeah, the motor still goes on this side, but instead of putting a 3 on right here to connect this, instead you would put a 4, and then after the 4 you would use one of these just like this, and then you mount it sideways. Same place, same everything, except for you add a 4 axle, and then you mount it in the exact same place I was telling you. So that was the correction there. Same as the last, it's the same page, it's 139. To mount the battery box, what you have to do is remove this just like it says, and then you'll just have to basically use a rechargeable one if you have it, and just set it pretty much between here and here, and pretty much you just set it on there, And then the receiver, you can either take off these smooth pieces right here and just like that. And if you want the cab to still like pop open with rubber bands and stuff, what you'll have to do is put an extension wire from the receiver to the motor for steering, just so it can open up just like it should. So that's how to mount the battery box. This is how to put on the drive. So you'll need an XL motor, a couple axle connectors, and I'm not sure what size axle, but you're gonna need one of those. So pretty much all you have to do is, it's page 64 is the one I'm using for an example. So if you can see, there's the axle right here that comes out from the dummy engine. There's a little axle that sticks out. So what you'll do is you'll take the XL motor and you'll put an axle connector right here, just directly onto the motor. And then you can see there's a hole here, and well, there should be two. So there's two holes there and then two on this side. You'll basically just put it there, and I think it's a 9 axle, or not 9 axle, 9 lift arm, 9 stud lift arm to connect the motor to here, and you'll just fit an axle connector here, one on the motor, and then an axle that fit it, and then just snap on those lift arms and hook out all the wires up, and that should be good for the motorization. If you have any better ways, post a video response. If not, hopefully you enjoyed this and it'll help you with all your building experiences.